All right, so I bite his hand off.
You get a 1, baby, the best roll possible. You chop his hand off with such efficiency.
Help us! What do you want?
Court martial.
Honey.
Court martial ignores these words. He is
What do you
screaming.
want him to get?
He is screaming, handless on the ground, bleeding everywhere.
Handless behavior.
So take us to the
Stranger.
hive. Me to the hive.
Yeah, so you say, "Take us to the hive." Let's see if he understands you. It's gonna
I
be tough
say,
because
I have Abraham Lincoln. We're gonna get his hive back to his rightful owner. I'm a believer that this is the real Abraham Lincoln.
you
That's
roll.
why I brought John Wilkes Booth's gun.
Keep your hands up, babe.
You needed to roll either a 1 or a 2 for that to be successful, and you rolled a 2. You say to him, "I've got Abraham Lincoln. You're gonna take us to the goddamn hive." He is still screaming on the ground in pain, but his fear, his survival instincts kick in. He clutches his stump arm and he says, "Fine, I'll take you there." Let's let me think about this for a
Meanwhile,
second. Meanwhile, give me 1 second to think about this.
No, stay with this.
Stay
with us.
Well, I just need to think. What is
Unhinged.
he's bleeding profusely. Like, how is he gonna?
You gave me the gun.
The gun.
Okay. He says, look, if you really want the hive, then I'll get you escorts to it. I can't, if you want me to take you there, the minute I step outside, they're going to see my bleeding hand everywhere and all the armed guards are going to be on your ass. I'll tell them to lead you to the hive, but I'm staying right here unless you want everyone to shoot you to death the minute we walk out of this office.
Good point.
pockets.
Yeah, keep your hands in your pockets. No.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
or make him put his hand in my pocket.
Meanwhile, Patch is just like, please do whatever he wants.
Put your hand in Patch's pocket. Your stump in Patch's pocket.
He's gonna ruin Lincoln's coat, but it already had a lot of blood on it.
All right,
I got it.
All right.
Blood and dirt.
He complies. You have scared the hell out of him and cut off his hand. So, he walks up to the door, and he exits with his hand in. Do you want it in his own pocket, or do you want it in Patch Addams's? Do you want it in his Abraham Lincoln pocket?
Lincoln in the coat.
Okay, cool. He got his stump hand in the. He's got his stump hand in the Lincoln pocket. He walks outside and is greeted. You all walk outside and are greeted by the security guards. Like, "Sir, is everything okay? The honey, like, we're not even displaying it for another hour and a half." He's like, "Everything's fine." Fucking Bear puts the gun up to his back. "Everything's cool. I need to inspect the beehive," he says through wheezing, pained breaths. "Please take me to it." And they're like, "Well, okay, sure. Sounds good." Meanwhile, the assistant comes and was like, "Sir, you wanted me to remove a cosplayer from your office?" Like, "No. This is my esteemed friend, Mr. Lincoln.
This is the real Abraham Lincoln.
We need to see the hive. Never mind. My mistake."
Everything's totally cool. I'm having a great time.
I am gonna roll for something real quick. Let me check. Let me see something.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You both start walking over to the leftmost dock. So you walk over to the dock. Although I will say, being that this isn't the hugest space ever, Ford Beararri and Otter sort of see from across the way that both Patch and Honey Bear, along with what they presume to be the director of the convention, are walking over to the leftmost dock. Ford, do you want to do anything?
I assume everything's going A-okay. Do we lock eyes? Any of us bears? Is it? What are we feeling? Good, bad? Good?
I'm gonna say you lock eyes with Patch, and Patch, when seeing the eyes lock, what signal do you want to give Ford?
I'm gonna do 2 thumbs up. And I'm gonna do this and go vroom vroom.
All right. We gotta get ready. All right, get the car.
All right. You make your way over to the leftmost dock. There are 2 security guards there. Mr. Marshall gives them a look. They nod. They open the door and lead you in. Do you take... I assume you take Mr. Marshall with you, yes?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's sticking with us.
Okay.
Fort's part of the gang now. His hand is in my pocket.
His hand's in your pocket. No,
I'm still wearing the jacket.
I suppose
he's
I suppose he has to come with you, yes. Otherwise, the jig would be up immediately.
Pocket.
All right. Inside. Yes, we can hear you, Sabrina. Yes. So we've just spent a good amount of time with hey, we got visuals. We just spent a good amount of time with both Patch and Honey Bear. What has happened in your absence, they have bitten off the hand of the director, Mr. Marshall, and forced him under threat of gunpoint to take them to the beehive. They have gone all the way to...
All successful.
I'm a hostage.
Oh, hold on. Stop for a second. Sabrina, what were you saying?
Oh, I heard all of this. Absolutely terrible job all around.
No.
There's literally a trail of blood leading back to the scene of the crime.
It's in the
his
coat.
hand's in the pocket. He's just bleeding into the jacket. But he's with us, and he's taking us right to the item. And he thinks I'm a hostage also. He thinks I'm not part of the heist.
This is true.
Do you think his jacket's made out of a sham wow? It's gonna drip.
Well, now, you are far enough away.
Turn on him soon.
You are far enough away where you cannot tell if the blood has seeped through the jacket or not. However, having seen this, do you and Ford want to do anything?
Oh, sorry. If that wasn't clear, that was me, Sabrina, saying terrible job all around as players. We really wanged it. That wasn't me, the character. That was me just saying, guys, we're gonna fuck up. I don't think we're gonna get this honey.
But we did it successfully. We rolled right.
Yeah,
so no one
we're doing. Yeah, right now we're doing well. We're doing well. We've got him. He's taking us to the thing.
We've escalated. We can't go down from here. But okay, I got it. Also,
yeah.
While we're paused, I got my video.
Unhinged.
Hell yeah. Unhinged is true.
Bold move.
So,
do you guys like my panda makeup?
Hey, yes,
It's
we do.
just grayscale.
Nice.
Well, you can. You shouldn't speak for others, Carson.
Otter and Ford, having seen this whole thing go down and having gotten the thumbs up. Well, you didn't see that his hand was bit off. You didn't see that it's gunpoint. But you see the other 2 walking towards the leftmost area with the director of the convention. How would you like to do anything? Let's switch perspectives back to you 2 for a second.
I think what we need to do is we need to get some of our honey-filled instrument cases. We need to blast the smoke machines, all run over and kill the generator, and we all reconvene at the car. I feel like that's the move right now, assuming that they are in fact going to get the hive, but as far as I know, that's what's going to happen. So,
have we successfully gotten the instruments set up, or did we just pretend to do that?
So far,
we got those out of the car.
The instruments are in their cases, but they're with you in the green area. The cases without instruments in them have honey. In fact, you know what? Here's what I'll say. To make room for all the honey, you did get the instruments that were in the cases out of the cases.
Okay, so are we losing our instruments in this scenario?
Fuck the instruments.
We could buy so many instruments with all this honey.
It's true. I want to bring up what we said in the...
We didn't bring our best. We didn't bring our best. We didn't bring our brightest.
Bringing up what I said in the prep session, once you guys get this hive, if you do make it out with the hive, the Black Bear Market is going to pay top dollar. The 4 of you are going to be wildly rich if you can successfully get the hive.
This is the one last job.
It's a little expensive.
I also, if I'm remembering...
These are not our best instruments.
If I'm remembering the prep correctly, you only had 2 actual instruments. Honey Bear's bass and Patch's sweet, sweet voice. And we can't patch the voice.
It's really just a bass. It's really just a bass.
We'll buy Honey Bear a new bass with all this honey and hive.
But we brought a lot of cases.
A real quick time update. It is about, I would say, an hour and a half to an hour away from the display time, and general admission has begun. The area inside the convention becomes 20 times more crowded as the general audience is admitted. I don't know if that changes anything, but just so you know.
I think it's more chaos. More people they got to look through to find the ones that are secretly bears.
When we are passing by and stuff, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So,
all right.
Otter and Ford, you said you wanted to make your way towards the generators, or just remind me what it is you wanted to do.
I think that before the performance, Otter should be stationed by the generators. So at a certain point of the performance, when the hive's coming out, we can have a time so that we cut the generators, people panic, go to try to fix the generators. While all that's distracted, people, security are going to fix the generators. We make our best dash for it. I'm not sure what that best dash for it is, but I think that we sort that out, because I think that once we get our hands on the hive, that's probably
that's what I saw. What Ford saw is Patch gave us the motion of, so implying that we should get the vehicle ready. I'm thinking this hive isn't gonna be displayed as per they intend to.
No,
I think they're gonna run out of the leftmost pier with the hive, and we need to be ready to cause chaos, distractions, and have the car ready to go.
I feel like Otter is observing the scene and just really wondering why she's here. She's like, do I need to be here? Was this a good idea? I don't really need this money. I had a happy life. It seems like my biggest contribution was faking credentials that were shit tossed to hell immediately anyway. And my good life is gonna be blown up for what? So I'm kind of looking around being like, this is gonna work, but at what cost? The cost of the life that I want? Do I dip?
We can buy so much life if we get this hive.
Stuff with my laptop?
Sure.
I think that's what I'm doing right now, because I feel like I was begrudgingly involved to begin with, and I haven't had much to do other than look at where I plug stuff in. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be a bear. I don't want to be. I want to be a person that's left alone to a computer, and it seems like this last job might be the thing that costs me that.
Wow.
No, I'm wondering if this is
Why, if it's successful?
Well, because I'm looking around at a friend of mine, triple, crossing people, doing backup plan on backup plan because they can't trust even their closest and oldest friends to be successful. I'm watching another acquaintance at a drop of the hat bite off a man's, bite off.
You didn't see the hand part. You don't know about the hand.
Oh, I thought I could see the hand from where you guys
hands
were.
His hands in my pocket.
As his stump. The stump missing a hand isn't not his severed hand.
It's an odd sight. Yeah. But what you saw was Mr. Marshall's stump hand. Well, you don't know it's a stump, but his arm is in the pocket of Patch's Abraham Lincoln coat.
Clarification then. How aware are we of like this hostage plan then? Or are we just like looking like I guess that's going
not that much. What you saw was he's with us. We went to go see him, and then we came back out with him, and I did this.
But you're telling me that in this, when you guys went by, I didn't clock that the person that you were with, like, had a stump hand that was being tucked away, or any blood or anything on.
I mean,
like I didn't notice anything.
Maybe not.
Well,
distress, blood, struggle.
Well, why don't we roll some perception
hopefully
here?
Not.
Why don't we roll some perception here?
I hope.
I'm gonna say that this is a bear thing. However, Otter is much more criminal than bear. So for this to succeed, Otter has to get a 1 to make this bear. Oh, and she gets it. She gets the 1. Okay, so Otter, what you notice is that Marshall Addams is feeling very pained. He's got a pained expression. He is not happy. You cannot tell that the hand is bit off, but you can see some like red markings starting to stain on the outside of the coat. So I wouldn't say you've run to the conclusion of he's missing a hand, but you know something is up and that your two friends are probably improvising some plan. I don't want to call it stupid. It's working so far.
Some cockamamie
scheme.
Not stupid. Successful.
It's working.
I'm too old for this shit, honestly. Is what I'm thinking is like
this is the one last job and it's going off.
It is one last job, but if I know one thing, it's that it's never going to be the thing that we
Just wait for my ultimate plan.
I'm gonna help as many buffers as possible the week before, the day of the ride over, and still somebody's gonna bite off somebody's hand. And for me, to even notice that, I have to get in touch with my inner bear. This job is making me a bear that I don't want to be, the bear I don't want to be. It's like it's forcing me to be in touch with these senses, and I'm having a crisis of conscience.
Damn.
This mostly comes across as a lot of sighs, and I think kicking into the dirt, like the dirt floor here, and muttering under her breath about the stupid fucking generators.
Well,
I want to state for the record, you don't have any way of knowing this, but my plan was a lot more human than bear. I did give... I gave...
You gave me the gun, the muscle.
That was enough.
Oh my god, we could just shoot the generators from a couple feet away. Problem solved.
I have the gun.
God damn it! I hate that I thought of that. I shouldn't be thinking of that. I should be doing laptops.
You can't be doing laptop stuff if you want to try to hack stuff.
Do something with them.
Are the electrical generators digital enough?
They do have.
Shit about this. You can't hack an outlet. It's just a thing you plug things into.
The electric generators do have
PA system.
The electric generators do have a online portal where you can monitor telematics. Okay, this has gone on for a while. Just give me a confirmation, Otter. Are you doing something, or are you just gonna have? Are you having your little moment of crisis? Either way works. I just want to move the story forward.
A giant moment of crisis. I can't act anymore.
All right. Well, Otter's having a giant moment of crisis. An understandable, an honestly understandable giant moment of crisis.